What's up, my loves? It's your girl Diamond. I'm back with my all new review of The Real Housewives of Potomac. Let's get into it. So we are back with Candace breaking the fourth wall, talking to producer Eric about everyone's coming at me with something to say about my husband. But when Michael Darby was here, everybody was apologizing for him and everybody greeting him with warm hugs and smiles. So what's up with my husband? Y'all making it seem like my husband is not the problem? So the producer was like, "Why are you telling me? Because I know you know. I know you know what's going on." But he has no control of it. Like, I don't have no control of what you guys say or what y'all don't say. I don't have any control of that. But she does feel like, damn, that's what it is right now. And now my husband's a target. My husband was never given anyone any reason to feel like he's been uncomfortable or they've been uncomfortable around him. But the only person taking it to the extreme is Giselle. But it was also funny to me that while everyone's showing concern with Candace speaking to the producer like something was wrong, Giselle's coming out and they're asking her, "Is Candace okay?" "Oh, she's fine. Oh, she's fine." Giselle, she's not fine. You accused her husband of being inappropriate with you. So she's not fine. And she demanded the producer say, "Do not cut out my fourth wall. I want it out. I want it shown. So I can let y'all know I'm not playing with y'all." So I'm on her side with removing herself because she said, "Let me get my black ass the fuck out of here. Because if I stay, Giselle is going to get rat-tat-tat-tat-tat Candace. And I'm not giving her that. Not today, Satan. Not today, Neck. Not today, Cankles. I got shit to lose. I got other things to worry about. I'm leaving." I was like, damn, Candace, I'm on your side. And I'm giving you a new slate because I like you. I've liked you before, but I didn't like you last season. And I liked you season before, but I like you, Candace. And I feel like, damn that. Give her what she's coming to her. Read her out. Call her out. Yell at her. Fuss at her. Give her the work. Have you given Mia the work? You given Ashley the work? You giving Monique the work? Give it to her. Give it to her. But she took the high road and left, okay? After that, Wendy tells Ashley that she had a meeting with Peter about opening up a restaurant and had the Nigerian theme. When it comes to a restaurant, you pretty much eat, sleep, and live in owning a restaurant. But that's the thing. She won't have to deal with all of that. She will have 20% ownership, but that's still your money, though. You know what I'm saying? You're putting your money on the line for this business to become a success. While she is getting 20% ownership, Peter is getting 80%. And this is something else to take on, what she's already doing. Ashley asked her, "Do you think that your relationship with Eddie will suffer because of this?" She haven't told him about the conversation, but he's already trying for her to balance what's on her plate right now. You know what I'm saying? She has to balance everything she's doing at this moment. So to add a restaurant, that's a lot on her. He had a grand opening the next day, but won't be able to make it because she has other obligations. Now, Giselle wants to speak to Mia because she did send a very nice text message but did not get a response back. And they go to the other room and trying to get to the bottom of it. And when they leave, Ashley says that Giselle was kind of thrown under the bus because we all shared the same sentiments of her post, even though it was a little bit fishy. Whitney says she's giving her the benefit of the doubt because she had a friend who recently passed from cancer and trying to be understanding, even though what she wrote was a little off. And if this something that was wrong, if this was something that wasn't true, then maybe she needs to clear out the false negativity. Robin says she does believe that Mia was going through something, but the post was misleading. Why would you talk about the cancer hospital but not show the results? Okay, you've had a week to clear that up. It don't take that long to get the results back. So are you okay? You not okay? You know what I'm saying? In the room with Mia and Giselle, she said, "I did not understand your post, and it wasn't any of my business to understand because of what you're going through." Mia did not expect for Giselle to attack her in a group setting with something that was so sensitive. This is about my health. I never expected that from you. I expected that from New Booty Wendy, not from you. So it shocked Mia that Giselle would do this. And back to Wendy and Robin. Excuse me. She says she's giving her the benefit of the doubt, but some things have occurred that I really want to know what's up. Was this real? And here goes Robin questioning why did Wendy automatically assume or automatically point out that it was her and Giselle. Well, a flashback, Robin. That's the way it happened. When it came down to Giselle confronting her, Mia said, I don't know what's up. These are your friends because they come to me like I did this for attention. About the cancer post, okay, does Giselle feel that way or both of them? That's what she said. Does Giselle feel it or both of them? She never mentioned Robin's name. But Robin's saying, don't come over here and say the two of them felt that way when you don't even know what's going on. Robin, don't do that because everybody was informed about this cancer post. Everybody was talking about it because you and Giselle kept talking about it. So to not know what's going on, we knew what was going on. You and not doing it. Not doing it. And Wendy was like, I don't understand where this aggression is coming from. And I don't either. Like, was anybody questioning you, Robin? Did everybody come at you every 5 minutes with, why did you and Giselle attack Mia like that? Who said that? You already knew what it was when you first saw the show. That you did look stupid as fuck for confronting her like that. So Robin is literally trying to pick a fight with Wendy. And I don't know why. Because from what we saw, you and Giselle had an issue with her post. Yes, everybody felt the way about it. But the way that they thought they would have handled it was way different than what you guys did. Because at the end of the day, I wouldn't be this invested over someone else's post. Y'all are solely invested over someone else puts on their own social media. And trying to say that, she's trying to separate that I did not feel that way when you did, trying to make it seem as if Wendy's act like I didn't feel the same way. But it's just like bullshit, okay? Like, at the end of the day, like, let's put on the record, okay? I never called her a liar, okay? I never said she wasn't telling the truth. Giselle apologized for her delivery, for her concerns. It was horrible. And Mia just wanted her to tell her to her face. Don't say it in the group and don't go around it. Tell me how you feel. We're back with Robin arguing with Wendy. I feel like Robin don't like the fact that she is connected to Giselle's bullshit. Because at the end of the day, Robin, you are still invested in this post. Saying how we're not the only ones who felt that way. You see how you do we? How every time it comes between you and Giselle, you say we? You are not separating, okay, I did not appreciate the way that Giselle approached Mia, but I was concerned because the post was misleading. That's what you should have said, Robin. But whenever it comes down to you defending your character, you add you and Giselle. It's a we because you guys both share a brain. So I just feel like, Robin, you need to just keep it a buck. Stop trying to bring everybody else in to cover up how you guys are handling it. Stop that. And Wendy said, stand in your truth. I never called her a liar. You did. Then they go back and forth some more. I don't like the aggression that Robin's giving her. And then she ends up standing up and walking towards her. I'm like, girl, sit your ass down. Robin, what is it? Why do you feel the need that you have the ability to walk up on people and you choose the type of people you walk up on? You walked up under an umbrella to your neck from Monique. You walked up with Giselle to confront Ashley. And now you're walking up towards Wendy when she's calling you out. Girl, bye. Like, I really feel like you cannot handle that you were connected to Giselle handling it wrong. And you want to bring everybody else in so you don't feel the guilt of what you did, Robin. You could miss me. Trying to get some calmness in the situation. They go back inside. Ashley asked me, are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. Did they rule out cancer? Yes, they did. There's no malignancy. I still have swollen lymph nodes. I have to get surgery. And of course, there's some things that are a little bit unclear about you. But I want to fix it. I want to get to know you more. She did the same thing to Wendy the other season. You know, bringing her along with the kids, trying to get to know her more. And literally, Robin is a bitch. Robin is an ignorant bitch. Because now, after arguing with Wendy, she's inviting Mia's children, Ashley's children, Giselle's children to a family fun day. And come to find out, with this invite she just did, Wendy was not invited. I said, what the fuck? Who does that? How can you argue with someone and then use it as a reason to not invite someone else's children because you had to argue with her? Girl, you wanted that argument to give you a reason to not invite her, saying how she doesn't want Wendy in her life. The fuck, bitch, bye. And Wendy said, oh, I wasn't invited. That's cool. I think it's a character flaw because it's wrong that you would not invite the children of someone you're not cool with. But at the end of the day, if you got an issue with me, oh, I'm damn near not about to bring my kids around you. Because what if you gonna bring that passive aggressive energy towards my kids and I'm not there? Fuck no. Yeah, me and my kids, we ain't gotta worry about coming to your little funky ass fun day. We straight. Fuck you. Respectfully. Ashley was still concerned as to why Candace left out. And Giselle lying ass wanna say, oh, she's fine. I think her stomach was hurting. Giselle, she's not fine. You lying ass. Everyone leaves, and the producer calls for Wendy. Hey, Zinwin. So, how are you and Mia? I said, we okay. You know, outside of me and Karen trying to give her a chance, but, you know, she's lying. I don't care. Everybody knows she's lying. Wendy, honey, what did you just say? Did you say that outside of you and Karen, you're giving her a chance, but she's lying? What does that mean, Wendy? Just 20 minutes ago, you called out Robin for saying that she's a liar and that you never called her a liar, but you have a hot mic moment and you're now saying she's a liar? Oh, Wendy, is this going to be the start of you and Mia again? I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? This time around, like, is this where the issues are going to start stirring up because of this? And then she was like, oh, shit, I'm mic'd. Can someone get this off me? Y'all, the producer's not playing with y'all. The producers are catching y'all in every moment that you guys are not paying attention. They gonna catch y'all every time. Candace, it's been 3 hours since the dance class, and Candace is prepared for her first round of egg retrieval, and she's doing it by herself. You know, Chris was working, and whew, she did it. It didn't hurt. Thinking that this should have been an emotional time for her, but she couldn't even think about it because of everything that Giselle said. And she said, I got too comfortable with Giselle motherfucking Bryant. I'm like, you did, Candace, you did. You know what I'm saying? You're now seeing the Giselle that we've been seeing. Because it was convenient for her to defend you when it came down to Monique because she didn't like Monique. And she kind of turned on you when it came down to you and Mia. She was on Mia's side. Now, she's using your husband. Oh, yeah, girl. Fuck the friendship. For real, for real. Karen and Ray have a little mani-pedi date, you know what I'm saying? Because Karen has been, you know, spoiling herself. She missed Ashley's dance class because she had 102 fever. She asked him a question of, do you feel jealous when men look at me? You know what I'm saying? You do have a beautiful wife, but do you feel a little bit jealous about it? He said that every man gets a little insecure because they have a beautiful woman on their arm and they have to be mindful and be careful of the men looking at them. But of course, it's been vice versa where men could have been attracted to you and you could have been attracted to them. So now they're talking about their marriage and that there was an agreement that she can have eye candy and everything. And I'm like, what are we doing? Where are we going? Are Karen and Ray opening up the possibilities of Karen having a boyfriend? Because he said that you can have candy as long as it's candy. What does that mean, right? Is she giving permission to have someone else she can, like, you know, hang out with, spend time with, but don't let it go too far? Or is she getting the permission to have a boyfriend? I want more. Y'all can give me that little nugget and just cut it off. I want more information from that. Ashley is looking at a house. The house she picked was beautiful. And her real estate agent is Michael's employees. Now, lately, she's put in 3 offers in other homes, but they come in and offer cash up front, and they taken that offer than hers. Then it was asked, did you and Michael ever thought about making a cash offer? I don't believe that Ashley is informed that she could, because everything is Michael says that it's not a good idea to buy a house with cash. He made 3 good reasons as to why we shouldn't do it, but only named one: refinancing, I think it hurts Ashley's feelings that she's coming across as if she's very dumb and that she doesn't know what she's talking about, because I think she's trying to censor herself to say exactly what she needs to say to not make Michael upset, to not make Michael rethink anything, because she is depending on this money because she wants the home. Out of everything, she wants this damn house. So, like I said, the home was a gorgeous 5 bed, 4 bath, countertops, a 4,000 square foot home. Gorgeous home for her and her 2 children. Having a lot of thinking to do. She does. And making sure that the kids are set up straight, because both her and Michael are going on this house and he has to like the home as well. And that the home was not an added factor from their separation. And that after the home is pretty much being settled, that's when they'll announce their separation. Apparently, Natalie, who's her real estate agent, was informed with everything. The bank knows, the loan knows, he knows, everything's all set up. With this information, it made me feel like, oh, damn. So we are automatically in the process of the home. But he wants this to be included in the separation? That wasn't the plan. So with him changing up that the money is automatically placed for this home, it's like, wow, he's lying to her about the money, lying to her about what can be used, what can't be used. She's looking at him sideways. Whew. And they asked her, how does it make you feel that Mike was lying to you about the finances? It makes her feel away, but she can't let it get her down because she has to stay strong for the children. But I know she is upset. I know she is like, damn, I've been made a fool again. I am covering this man again. Like, I'm separating from him, but yet I still feel like I have to defend his reasons. I have to defend what he says. I have to cover up and just say this is what we're doing when this is what we're doing, Ashley. The fact that he's holding out on the money, he's holding out on what you can and cannot do, it's some bullshit, okay? It's some bullshit. And it's hitting her that she will live by herself. She's never lived by herself before. And it's come to that point where her marriage is over. She's wondering, is she making a mistake? And I feel like, you know what, Ashley? I'm not going to come down on you for that, because I think that anybody in a marriage will always go back and forth with, is it the right thing? Is it worth it? Will it make us better if we stay together, or will it tear us apart? I don't know. But in her situation, I think that she's automatically knew what type of person Michael was. She just waited and got tired of waiting. And now the separation is definitely something that she should definitely keep up with. I mean, she has, 6 months left until she can file for divorce. So Ashley, please do you. Please get you a lawyer so you can learn all the legalities. You know what I'm saying? All the big words that I know you know. So you can go ahead and get your shit, girl. Get your shit. Because I ain't dealing with this shit. I ain't dealing with these games that Michael's playing. I'm not doing that at all. I'm not. Moving on. Robin is in her brand new home. And her home is gorgeous. I love the walls. I love the colors, the island. It's a really nice home. The counter plate, what's she doing? Oh yeah, she is wiping out the counters. Her boys don't clean. And how they come back from the mistakes that she made with the money she lost, living in the townhome rental. It's not their own home. They become appreciative of what they worked so hard for. Now, they had paperwork from 20 years ago they have to go through. Her mother sent her a text message of her in her old wedding dress in 2005 and said, do you want to repeat? She don't have that dress anymore. She gave that dress away to charity. And by the time she did gave the dress away, she was divorced for 3 years. So she didn't think she needed to keep the dress anymore. Now they're getting married a second time. She opens up with a prenup. And he said, let's do it. He makes more money than her anyway. Now in the confessional, she acted oblivious and stupid that she didn't hear him say he makes more money than her. The producers literally asked her, is that true? Is that accurate? He makes more money than you? He didn't say he makes more money than me. He said he will make more money than me. Girl, no, rewound. I make more money than you anyway. That's what he said. Robin, good night, defending him, knowing damn well he said what he said. Robin, I'm done. So now he wants to know why this is being brought on. She remembers the prenup the first time, but the prenup that they had when they got divorced wasn't necessary because they were broke. And saying how the divorce and the prenup was stressful because you were dating someone and it got ugly. He said, stop, Robin, just stop. He don't want to go into that conversation. And saying that I don't want you to think I brought this up because I have a business now and I don't want you to think that you coming after my money. He said, no, I'm proud of what you accomplished. I'm proud of what you're doing. I don't want nothing from you. I don't. Okay. The conversation was awkward. I don't know what this is. Every time I see Robin and Juan together, I feel nothing. It's giving roommate. It's giving we're just familiar. We're just codependent. I don't think that there's no one else that can deal with our bullshit. You deal with mine, I deal with yours. It is what it is. He said, listen, drop the paperwork, add what you want to add in. I'll add what you want to add in, we'll sign it. Meeting adjourned. Goodbye and good night. Wendy. Wendy is seeing her dermatologist because she is losing her hair. She started to lose her hair after she had her daughter, and now it's getting worse. Around the crown was thinning. She had dead ends, and I was like, Wendy, that's all your hair? You have a beautiful grade of hair, honey. You probably should take a break from wearing wigs. Let your hair breathe. Wear hairstyles that I can't come up with the word, but wear hairstyles that pretty much, give your hair some shine, give your hair some beauty, because you have a beautiful grade of hair. So with her hair being extremely thin, she's feeling inflammation, itches, and tenderness. And the result is stress. When stress enters the body, the hair is not a priority. And when you are putting stress upon yourself, your hair is the cause of it. And girl, don't I know. I am opening up my book of my life. I've had multiple bald spots. The first one was an accident due to a bad weave, but the other one was due to stress. Oh, I never knew how much stress can take a toll on you, and it can affect your hair, it can affect your body, it can affect your face, it can affect every part of you. I never understood until I felt it for myself. And with knowing that stress was a factor, it just pops in her head of what she deals with. Her husband, her children, her business, her work, her life. Yeah. And now her stress level might even go higher going into business with Peter. So she had treatment available, and the result of this helping, you might end up getting facial hair. Girl, get this and also get you some Miel drops, get you some Miracle drops, get you a deep condition. Girl, like stimulate. You need a stimulator, that scalp stimulation. Get the blood flow going so those follicles can rejuvenate. What you need to do, okay? Mia, she's meeting up with Robin to clear the air. Robin wants the air to be clear as well. She agrees that the way that Giselle walked up to her was wrong. Now, she doesn't have any issues with the rest of the girls because the girls did not come at her that way about the post. Approached me with, is this what cancer looks like? Yeah, Giselle was the one who did it. Nobody else did. Robin got on my nerves, this part, because she was just nitpicking and pointing out Mia's post after post after post. You know what I'm saying? The first post, the emotional scare. The second post, you got the biopsies done, it's being removed. Are you cancer free? I'm cancer free, but I still have a biopsy. And combining the timeline of her putting out the post to, are you doing something? Have you done something? And I'm just like, Robin, stop. You know what I'm saying? Those posts stayed up for a couple of weeks, but girl, she still lived her life. Social media doesn't pause for me to say, oh, I've done the ultrasound or I've done the biopsy. Here you go, girl. Social media keeps on going. Just like life, it keeps on going. So with everything that she's going through, with having lumps, she even have a lump in her ass if Robin wants to see it. And it looks like she have an autoimmune disorder. Robin looking at her like a deer caught in headlights, like, okay. I don't know if Robin has a hard time grasping on things that doesn't make sense to her or why it bothers her so much if things don't make sense. Girl, that's your brain trying to process it. If it don't make sense to you, leave alone. But if she explained it to the best of her capabilities and you still lost, girl, that's your problem, not hers. And she just felt as though her going on social media blew up in her face and she didn't know how to control it. That could have been it because Mia does lie. She does. But I feel like, Robin, what is your purpose of nitpicking the post? Why are you so heavily invested in, she did one post that didn't make sense. Now she did another post that still don't make sense. Girl, what the hell are you doing? Listen, I'm giving Mia a 50-50 of, I do believe that she was afraid of the results from her biopsy, afraid of what these lumps could mean. But Mia does have word vomit. She does play a lot of words that be like, what? So that's why I'm like half and half. She could be going through an emotional scare, but she also could have been trying to, like, get sympathy out of what wasn't. Now we're talking about, why did Candace storm off? And Robin opens up with the reunion. Giselle telling Chris that she wants to have a private conversation. And Mia said, really? Oh, girl, I got something to add to that. Robin was like, what now? So after spring, Mia said in her peripheral vision, she noticed that Chris was staring at her, like staring down. Kimmy, production team, roll the footage. Chris was not staring at Mia. Any of the times that she's mentioned that Chris was staring at her, he was not staring at her. So saying how there's truth to what Giselle is saying, what the hell is this? What, Mia, what? What's happening here? You're now involved in saying that Chris was being inappropriate, or Chris made you feel uncomfortable now? You defending Giselle's accusations, girl. After she just accused you of showing after she accused you of being, on social media for attention, approaching you on some bullshit. Is this what cancer, no cancer looks like? Are you kidding me? Whatever. Karen. Giselle's going over Karen's house. Oh my, how the mighty have fallen. That Karen and Giselle are now in the same place. She invited her to her house. While they're moving on to another place in the relationship, Karen still don't trust her, and she shouldn't. Talking about Ashley's TikTok class that she missed, Mia and Ashley told Karen that her and Candace had a moment. It was disturbing because apparently we're coddling Giselle, that her comfort zone being around Chris isn't as comfortable as Chris thought that she was. Now Karen feels like Chris owes her an apology. I'm like, but he didn't do anything. He didn't make her feel uncomfortable. She's put on 20 on 10 as usual. Maybe because Karen is trying to give Giselle a sense of understanding. We can't say she couldn't feel like this. I have to be understanding of how she felt. I'm giving her a space of understanding. She felt like this. I can't tell her that she shouldn't feel like this. But I'm just like, what? If he did not touch her inappropriately, he did not talk to her inappropriately. She just said she felt uncomfortable being behind a closed door with a married man. That's all she said. At the same time, this is happening. Chris and Candace are eating out. They're going to lunch. And while this is a stressful time, she's going through the egg retrieval process, and her body isn't producing enough eggs. Because her doctor knows what the process does and knows how the process goes, and her body isn't responding to how the process goes. So she feels like she's failing. That's affecting her like this. But Chris said, it's early. We just started. It's going to get better. But the fact that with everything that Giselle is accusing her husband of doing, that's a problem for me. And with her handling the process differently and the accusation that Giselle is making, Chris was angry. You know what I'm saying? But then he recognized for a moment that maybe this was something that triggered her past. But if you are using words like luring and setting up, yeah, it's upsetting. So Chris is in the middle. I could give understanding if the situation made her reflect on something that happened in her past. But if she is carefully choosing words to make it seem like I did something to her, yeah, that's not going to work for me. So now they go back and forth with how the situation came about. He did not ask to go to her room. She said, let's talk in my room. Giselle opened the conversation. Karen talking to Giselle that Chris offered the conversation and he offered to go to her room. Both saying her glam team was gone. Chris suggested to leave the door open because he don't want any type of rumor out there, any type of conversations, any type of whispering happening around that, and neither did Giselle. She felt uncomfortable being in a hotel room with a married man. now saying that his word is against mine. How did we get there? Why would your word be against his? Oh, right, because you don't have a credible source, Giselle? Because you are a liar? You tend to spin words? So if this was an innocent conversation, then why is it your word against his? Again, like he said, like Karen asked her, did he do anything inappropriate? He didn't touch her. He didn't say anything. He didn't make her feel any way. He did nothing wrong. In her mind, she felt like this is uncomfortable. I gotta get out of here. This isn't good. Let me go. I gotta go. But she never told him how it made her feel. She said, do you think they need me back on stage? I think they need me back on stage. And he left the room. So she never told him how the situation made her feel. She made up an excuse to get him to leave the room. Now, Chris said maybe she felt uncomfortable, but I don't know why. I've always been cool around her. But she keeps on referencing his penis. How every time he come around, she's mentioning how he has a brown penis with a pink tip. I cannot look at him in the eye. I keep looking down. Yeah, I wouldn't feel comfortable being around a woman who makes constant references to to my husband's package. Yeah, I would feel away. I would feel away as of, girl, what's your problem? Are you concerned about it or do you want to hop on it? Because it sounds like you want to have a taste. You want to see what that feels like. Because I ain't going to find it funny if a woman that I'm hanging around with is making constant referencing to my husband's package. That's going to make me feel upset. I don't know how Candace let that go. I don't know how long they've been letting that slide. Oh, hell no. And Karen said that's the thing in this group, when someone else's situation can get overlooked. But she said she went through the same thing. She hugged a woman's husband and he hugged her too tight. She told her minister, she told Ray, and it was 3 years ago. It was seen by other people, but didn't make it a big deal. But she would not share who husband it was. So this is trying to give credit to Giselle's feelings. That you are right within your feelings and you're right with how it made you feel. But maybe you should have said that without the cameras. And saying who brought it to the group. She said Robin. But you went to Robin about it. And then Robin went to Mia. And now Robin is going to go to Candace. So she have not discussed anything else with Robin from that point on about how you're now bringing around everybody. Oh, so you're going to check Robin on bringing what you're accusing Chris of, which is going to get spread around the group. We're going to find out. You can't keep this under wraps, Giselle. I'm like, first I thought that she didn't discuss anything with Robin. You told her what happened. What part didn't you tell her? I think it was this discussion that she's talking to Karen right now. This conversation that Robin now went to Mia. Because Mia found out. And it was asked of Karen, do you think there's any cracks in the Green Eye Bandits friendship? Oh, yes, there's been cracks. We've all seen the cracks in the Green Eye Bandits friendship. It's there. We've all seen it. So Robin arrives, and Robin is feeling the energy between Candace and Chris, how they didn't want to reach out and hug her based off of what's happening. Like, I don't know what you're going to do. I don't know what you would do, okay? And I feel like Robin is, at this point, don't like being attached to everything that Giselle does. But if you're going to constantly defend her actions, you're going to be included. But she wants to remove herself because she does disagree that Chris had no intention of making Giselle feel away by being in the room with him. He had no intention of doing that. And let's start at the beginning. With Ashley in the DM, you did slide in her DMs. You responded to a story. Once hearing that, then Giselle made a big deal about what happened at the reunion in New Jersey. She rolled back with Giselle in the van, and she asked her the same questions. What happened? And nothing happened. So that's the thing for Chris. It's not adding up. I haven't done anything. And the actions don't make sense. And he's never had a problem giving hugs, but he doesn't make the first move. He lets the other people initiate, so it won't feel like he's always coming out to hug him. And the way that was brought up to Candace, it was brought about a concern, like something terrible happened. Now, you're making it seem that my husband was trying to snatch you up. Snatch up and fuck you? Girl, that's not going to happen. And I didn't like that. And where was the discomfort? When it came out to spring fling, you said, hi, sir. You look good. Like, Giselle, what the fuck? How are you feeling uncomfortable being in a room with a married man, but yet in an open space with everybody around, you giving hugs. You say, hey, sir, you look good. Girl, open arms, smiles. Listen, no. If I feel a way about somebody making me uncomfortable, I'm not finna say hi. I'm not finna give hugs. Oh, I'm gonna keep my distance because he made me feel away. She made me feel away. I'm not about to do that. And Robin was like, why bring it up now? If it wasn't that big of a deal, why bring it up now? And Candace said, in order for us to move forward, she's going to have to walk it back all the way, because Giselle is dead to me. Dead, buried, casket, done, buried, done. Giselle, assuming that it's been a week that went by and Candace was supposed to call her and tell her that my husband said he was sorry. Why are you owed an apology? Girl, you accused my husband of making you uncomfortable. You accused my husband of practically wanting to fuck you. I don't think you're owed an apology. I think you need to apologize to me and my husband. That's what you need to do. Talking about, I assume that she would call me and say that her husband said he was sorry. Bitch, no, what the fuck? Ain't nobody coming calling you. You should call Candace. You really honestly think that Candace, right now in this state of mind, was going to be like, yeah, my husband said he was sorry for what he did. If he didn't do nothing wrong, Giselle. Oh my God. This is the start. This is the start of it all. Oh my God, I got so irritated. Y'all, that's it. Giselle can go to hell. Mia, you're teetering on that line of going to hell. Because why are you now saying Chris made you uncomfortable? Well, he did not look at you. Anyway, y'all, that's all I have. Please stay tuned for my next video, and I'm going to see you guys later. Bye.